All right, guys, so we're going to go over a lot really fast because there's a lot of information, but it's pretty simple. I just got to show you how it goes. So basically, after you create your character, you're going to get to this screen, and what you want to do is click on character. So depending on what version of the game you bought, you will start with one of these three containers, and you can upgrade them through quests later on in the game. So don't be too worried if you just start with an alpha at the very beginning. And essentially what these containers do is anything you find inside the raid and then die, it'll stay in those containers. Or if you go into the raid with meds, etc., if you do die, everything will be safe inside that. So moving over to traders really quickly here. We're going to look at Prepper here. And up at the top here, which is your level, the rep needed, which you gain through completing tasks, and then the money spent, which is either selling or buying from that specific trader. And just a little tip, you can also buy from him and then sell right back to him to actually power level this. Now going back here, we're just going to take a quick look at the hideout. This is brand new in 0.12. And this is sort of involves the stash also. If you start with a standard account, you will have this at level 1, but if you have EOD, you start with it maxed. And this is just the hideout right here. There's a lot of things that you can upgrade. It's very complicated though, so you'll have to learn that as you go. We're gonna go over the guns real quick, and there's two stats that you need to care about, which is ergonomics and then vertical recoil. Those are the two main stats. Ergonomics basically makes you ADS faster and control your gun better. Recoil, this is a quick way to save space in inventories when you have a lot of weapons going on. You just take off the pistol grip and then the mag, and then it'll turn into a 1 by whatever it is. So that's very, very key for inventory space. Now in Tarkov, which is very different from every other game, each bullet has a individual damage and armor penetration value. I'm gonna throw up a quick chart right now. Like, this is a basic guide. I'm going to have a link down in the description, which is a very detailed guide on each bullet, how much damage it does, and what armor it penetrates at a good value. But currently, there's so many new players that guide is actually like completely lagged out. So you'll be able to use this quick guide for now, and when the other one gets up, just use that one because it is much more detailed and it's a lot easier to figure out what's going on once you understand it. Now, with the ammo being confused, so is the armor. Each armor has a level from 1 to 6. Now, generally, I'm going to show two loadouts here, which is this helmet and then the P.A.K.A., which is like your very beginner loadout. You do want to use a helmet and armor because flesh damage bullets will slaughter you in like 2 seconds, and it'll help against the AI and stuff like that. And then the next loadout is when you hit around level 15, which is this vest is a level 4 vest, and it can be used as an armor and a vest at the same time. So you save a lot of money not having to buy the vest and the armor separately. And then you continue to use this helmet unless you find a better one in raid. But this helmet has a high ricochet chance, which is what you want to look for in helmets. Okay, so meds in Tarkov are also confusing. It's sort of the theme of this game. There's painkillers, bandages, splints, grizzly first aid kits. There's other types of kits that are combined versions. So like a bandage will stop bleeding. Painkillers will stop if you have any pain. So say if you break your leg or your arm, then popping painkillers will at least allow you to use them somewhat, if you understand what I'm saying. And then a splint will actually repair a limb if it's not blacked out. So you'll have like 65 HP on your arm. If that hits 0, you can't put a splint on it. But if it just got shot to like 35, then you can put a splint. There's also a CMS kit where if you're at 0 HP on a limb, you can bring that limb back to about half HP. Now, that won't work on your thorax or your head, but every other limb it works on. So now actually moving over to the actual part of the game, which is escaping from Tarkov. When you open up this, you will see your PMC and then your scav. Now, the PMC is actually your player, and then the scav is AI or scav players. Both of them can be in one of the maps at the exact same time, but you do get to play them. And then your PMC is all your character rep, your actual inventory and stuff like that. If you do evac with a scav, you do get the loot that's given of them. So generally what I do is I go to reserve because it has really, really close evacs. Like I'm talking like 30 seconds. So when I spawn in, I check what's on my scav, because you can have extremely good valuables on him and things that just sell for a lot. So what I'll do is I'll run reserve, see what I have on my scav, evac literally quickly, get back, offload my loot, put it onto my PMC, and then I will just play my PMC with my scav loot essentially. And the reason I do that is so that everything I do with my PMC, like most of my time will be on my PMC, so my experience and leveling and questing is just done faster, and I get free loot every 20 minutes off doing scavs. So that'll be the end of my introduction guide. If you guys want me to do more and sort of follow along as you guys play, I'll gladly do that. Just post in the comments below if you want more. You can also follow me on Twitch at BuzzaTV. I do stream practically every day, and currently I'm doing a no secure container run, and I'm trying to play the game without one just for I've played the game a lot, so I'm just trying different things out. Yeah, I hope you guys appreciate the video. Don't take the game too seriously. You are going to die a lot, so just take your time, learn everything, look things up online. EFT doesn't tell you a lot of information in game, but a lot of people have put a lot of information online for people. So yeah, make sure you look it up. Peace, guys.